You're into semifinal number 2, featuring a former pipe master, Jamie O'Brien, who grew up on the sand here at Pipeline his whole life. Another guy who did the same thing, Nathan Florence, is out there wearing blue. Kekoa Cazimero from Waimanalo, the other side of the island, is wearing the white jersey. Myles Pacada, former Triple Crown champ, wearing the green jersey, getting a backup plan quickly, getting that degree, and now focusing on surfing. This is Kekoa. Locks into a solid section. He'll look to straighten out, and that lip will take him down.
That was a tricky wave to ride right there, but you know what? I like the fact that he got the ball rolling. Out the back, here we go.
Jamie O'Brien slides in on the takeoff, stalls perfectly, and he will come out without a problem. Passing Kekoa, backside float, stomps it. The former pipe master showing you what you can do on his home break. Unbelievable start to this heat.
I think Jack Robinson just got everyone fired up. You know, that barrel to backside air combo. I've got Jamie fired up. I've got Mason Ho fired up as well. Jamie O'Brien, I mean, how's the technique? How's that, just that confidence to, you know, literally didn't even take his hand off the rail. Let's have a look at Kekoa's first, though. Just snuck underneath that one right there and then kind of got clipped. So a very difficult wave to ride. That thing was coming back at him. Had that north in it, but look at Jamie O'Brien straight into it. Dragging his body, pulls up. That's literally complete foam ball right there and manufactures an exit. I'm not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at this floater I've got under my sleeve. So Jamie O there, that one felt good for him, that's for sure. Perfect technique off the bottom, ducks under the lip. It was a difficult wave to ride right there. Jamie O'Brien just using every ounce of his knowledge to manufacture an exit on this one. Look at that, he's literally sliding down the wave. The board was hardly even in the wave. Just that inside rail, and that was about it. Maybe one fin. You could pretty much see the whole bottom deck of his board when he was pulling into that barrel. So Jamie O'Brien cranking it up. I don't think we've seen the best from him just yet. Look at the technique right there, just floating with that tail tap drop.
More waves on the way. Late takeoff for Nathan Florence, and he'll get out of there. Not going to be much of it to score, but he's on the board. Kekoa's ride a 2.17. Jamie O'Brien's wave an 8.67. Myles Pacada will have first priority with 18 minutes, 50 seconds to go.
As I was getting pounded, all I hear is Potts laughing in my ear.
We knew you were okay, Pete, as we watch this wave. This is Kekoa. Time to drop well, but he can't pull into the barrel. He has to redirect towards the beach, and he'll get taken down.
So it's a fine line between wanting to get too deep and let's have a look right here. You can see he drops down. He's sort of waiting for it, then decides no. So got a little bit of air under his board right there. Wasn't able to set those fins straight away. And that's so important out here at Pipe.
It's probably the best Coliseum seating you could ever have for a surf contest. You're so close you can actually feel the waves breaking.
Thanks so much, Strider. Enjoy this semifinal and the opening ride as we see this little slash under the hood for Myles Pacada. His opening ride, but we're down to 9:30 to go. So finally on the board. But we've seen a lot of great waves. Now Nathan Florence trying to play catch up. This is just his second look. Didn't get barreled, and he'll still be looking for some big numbers. 9:15 remaining in this second semifinal. 7:20 to go. We've got a paddle now. With priority is Kekoa Cazimero. Beautiful takeoff. Locks in on line, and he'll get spit out. There comes that little slash on the shoulder to seal the deal. That'll be his best wave so far.
And you can hear Pops underneath us right here. He's loving that. He definitely needed it. I mean, he's got a 2.17. That's going to get him right back in the heat. It's, so far, he's in second place already, but that's going to really solidify things for him. Let's have a look at this beautiful positioning here. Just falls into it, sets that rail, gives it that extra little pump. He wanted to come out of that one just to make sure he knew that there was not much on offer right now. It's very tricky conditions. You can see right there as it gives it that extra little pump, ducks underneath that chandelier right there, comes out standing nice and tall with the spid. So beautiful wave selection right there.
Nathan Florence, late takeoff, he'll slide out and goes down immediately. His wave before a 0.57, and he was going for broke on that last one. It would have been a gigantic score. He's already up and paddling back out. As numbers are in from Kekoa, a 7.17. Pete Mel, how'd that wipeout look from your angle?
Nasty. It looked really nasty, but he's popped right up, and I guess that's why he's living up to his nickname, Nasty Nate. But he's able to pop right up, and now he's got to deal with Another wave here. Ooh, goodness. You know, this wave is called Pipeline for a reason, and it's the really hollow conditions that we see here. It's one of the most amazing waves on the planet. There's nothing that really rivals it. You know, you talk about Chopo being another stop on the tour, as we see now. Myles Pacada.
That's right, Pete. Myles Pacada on the backhand, looking to get nice and deep. He'll end up pulling into the closeout. Well, what's kind of unique, what you get to see from your angle out there, Pete?
Well, when you look into the hole, it's just a gigantic room. It's the most beautiful thing. You want it painted on your wall in your bedroom so you can just sit there and stare at it all night long. You know, it's one of those things that's just a majesty. You know, you look at the beach and everyone is looking at this wave. They come here to look at the pipeline because it breaks so close, and you're just in awe of Mother Nature doing your thing.
Impressive as we look at the drop from Nathan Florence. What went wrong here, Pods?
Yeah, well, the board skipped out of the water, and it kind of threw him off a little bit. And then once he did manage to grab that rail, it sort of threw him off balance. And I think he kind of knew that he was in a no-win situation right there. Hit the eject button. You know, these guys know those situations when it's going to be a no-win situation. He's got to get out of there as quick as he can.
We've seen guys pop their shoulder out. Laurie Towner a couple of years back, as we see a beautiful takeoff, knifing it. Jamie O'Brien pulls into a beauty, spits him out, goes for a backside air reverse to finish, and he'll end up going down. But what an angle to set up such a mutant little inside tube section. Kekoa's on the next one. A bomb drop that doesn't let him in. He straightens out, but he was able to kind of ride for a moment to avoid the serious impact.
Yeah. He knew that too. He knew he had to hang on just for that little bit longer split second, and you're about 50 meters further in, which is a lot less dangerous. You want to get out of that impact zone. Seems like if you go down in that impact zone, you can get hurt. In saying that, he's a bit slow at the moment. Jamie O'Brien, though, look at that. I mean, this kid's done that about 1,000 times in the last week. So look at this late drop, pulls in. And that's the thing with Jamie. He knows which waves to catch. He knows which ones he wants. He can identify those ones that are going to let him out. And that's the thing that you've got to have out here. You've got to have that wave knowledge. You've got to have that high IQ of which one you want. You know, sometimes those big, gnarly, hollow ones aren't the ones you want.
And the final would be coming up next. So we'll catch up with him in the moment as we're already into the countdown. Pacada needs a 7.81. Nathan Florence needs an 8.34. 10 seconds on the clock. That little insider's not going to hook them up, and we're going to close out the second semifinal. Jamie O'Brien's last in at a 9.33, also counting an 8.67. Water Patrol dropping off Kekoa. You can definitely tell he's dealing with some pain right now as he's walking in. The horn sounds, he's still in second, and we're just hoping he's in a good enough condition that he can surf this final.